Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Monday, September the 24th, 2012. We're looking at a couple of major market averages here that we're talking about, and we track at PerfectStockAlert.com, and there's 18 to be exact, but I'm not going to go over them all today. But I am going to show you on the website right quick where you can get these charts. No matter what chart you want to look at, they're always updated every single day by at least 5 p.m. my time, or Central Standard Time, on the website, so you can look at any of the you like. Let me show you that right quick. Okay, if you go to the free website at PerfectStockAlert.com and scroll over there, you'll see that you've got tab market here. Go ahead to chart notes, click on that right there. That'll take you to my personal charts that I actually look at and actually update every single one of them every single night. So you can just click on the one that you want to see. You want to see the NASDAQ here, the Dow Jones, Russell, so forth and so on. That's where you will find them. And again, they're updated every single night by 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, now let's look at some charts. Today we're going to be looking at Japan iShares at the EWJ. And the main thing here, I'm going to be showing you a couple of these different situations where we entered a position off a hammer candlestick formation. The following day gives us a higher high and higher low. In this case over here we saw one form. We looked at it and said, okay, if you get a higher high that day, then we'd be interested. Didn't happen, fell back in, and then happens again. What we're doing here, when we've now been stopped out of this position, rather than trying to call a bottom in this one, I'm going to change up the way I'm doing this so I don't keep getting called in and stopped out, called in and stopped out. What I'm going to do here is to show you guys a little difference I want you guys to start doing. In this particular situation, what you can see, we are drifting backwards, pulling back, consolidating, if you will. This is the previous resistance point here. We're actually just going to find support there. You've also got another one here. That's again where you're going to find support as well. This is still a very bullish uptrend. You've got this low point here, higher high. Then you head over here and you pull back down a higher low, and you advance again a higher high. So you clearly define uptrend. What you want to be doing is looking for this pullback to give you an entry opportunity. So like I've stated, rather than try to call the bottom, this is what I want you to do. Let me clean that up. I want to look at this pullback and try to find the channel, and that's what we're doing here. Low points, drawing a line across the low points there, the low closes I should say, and then off the high points here you can see that this is a little clearly defined little channel that we have here, and this is what I want to be looking at. A close above this upper line here, this resistance line, would be a buy signal to me. Otherwise, as long as it just stays within that little trend right there, I just continue to let it consolidate. But keep an eye on it for the breakout. Once you get a close above that, that'll be a stronger indicator that you want to be a buyer. We talked about this in the past, use it very successfully to buy many of the markets that were breaking out of those channels, so we'll start doing that again right now. The silver trade we talked about last week has already been stopped. You wouldn't be in that. Gold has not stopped you out yet. This is our line in the sand on that, but that may happen very quickly. That's why I'm showing this to you now. What you're doing basically is moving sideways, continuing that pattern. But we want to start watching this pattern right here as the line in the sand. When you get an actual close above this high point, then at that 1780 line, and then you should be looking to go long. Right now we don't have that, and until that happens, you don't want to be buying at this point. If you're already long like I am here, and you're looking at this and saying my line in the sand is X, that's fine. You can either wait to be stopped out, take your profits, wait for a breakout to confirm. Hang on a minute. You can wait for a breakout to confirm the buy point, but that's what I'll be doing right now, just watching this channel. Continue to watch the consolidation. When you get the breakout, you'll know it. You'll see a close above this 780 point. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, basically the same thing as gold, just consolidating, moving sideways. We've not been stopped out of this position just yet. We've got this position still involved, and this one here that we just took a position in. But our stop is really tight right here. That's the line in the sand I want to use. Keep this low point, as your stop loss limit, but also set one at the top here. I'd set it off at this high personally, and just advance that little channel line to that point. When you get a close above that, you are breaking out, and then we'd start looking for the buy point, obviously. Until that point, I'm just going to, if we get stopped out, I'm just going to sit back and watch it. The NASDAQ is another position we've been stopped out of, so we've unlocked in the gain that we've been talking about for a while. On this one, it actually started back here. We told you to buy in here, and then you got a shot in there again. That way, either if you were late, the very last move here, or here, you were stopped out with either minimum loss or a small gain. But in any event, we are stopped out. We're just going to watch this for a while. It's not as clearly defined channel in this situation here, so I'm going to let it actually continue to form for a couple of days before I try to draw any channel lines on it. Like I said, it's just not very clear right now. You've got a little bit of sideways activity, then some expansion, and then some movement to the downside. It's not a real tight pattern. I'm just going to let it form for a couple of days, and I'll tell you what I see at that time. What we're basically doing, we're looking for those channels, is what we did back here. We'll simply watch the situation. We knew where the resistance point was, we knew where the support was, and we're waiting for a close. Once you have a close above that point, you could just be a buyer at that point. But right now, we're just going to wait for that breakout. The last chart we're going to look at today will be the SPX, S&P 500 Large Cap Index. Also, remember, as I said, any chart I didn't go over today that you want to see, you can go to the website at perfectstockalert.com. Check out my personal notes there. You will see the charts that I look at every single day, okay? You'll see where I'm drawing my channels on individual charts there. This one, the same overall story. Just right now, we're still long here on this previous trade that we had going on here. It's actually advanced the stop to this low point here. So I'm going to keep my stop there, and that's also going to be the low point of the channel line for now. Also going to be looking at a close above this point here. If I get a close above that, then I'll be a buyer again, just like we were seeing over here in this case. And we talked about the same channel formation going on there. So that's what we're doing, just watching the market continue to move sideways. If we get stopped this time, we're just going to let ourselves basically go to cash and stay that way until we get a convincing move to actually break out of this channel and move us higher. Okay, now you know. If you've not been to the free website at perfectstockalert.com, it's right there. It's 100% free, and all we ask in return, please refer a friend. God bless, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.